This is the video review for Transformers Prime, Arms Micron, AM-08, Terrorcon Cliffjumper. So here he is. He comes with his little Micron JIDA, J-I-D-A, excuse me. So JIDA, whatever. So as you can see right now, it's in its, you know, killer scratcher of death mode. It does turn into a animal, obviously, as you can see here. Kind of reminds me of like Ravage or, you know, someone like that. So yep. So I just prefer to keep it in its scratcher claw of death mode, because that's what I use for Cliffjumper. So let's just set that over here. So here's Cliffjumper. Obviously he is not a Decepticon, but when you get this, obviously, because this is supposed to be him when he's pretty much dead, you know, because you can look at the packaging here. You know, it shows him with the hole in his chest. You know, he's all purple. He's got the, you know, he's pretty much, he is dead. It was when he was reactivated and made a mindless zombie by by Dark Energon. And as you can see, if you can see here, it says Terrorcon Cliffjumper, and it has a Decepticon logo here. If you come up here, it has AM-08, and then it says Decepticon on it. Doesn't say anything, it just says Arms Micron right there, and then it says it has a level 5 transformation, or just it's just a level 5, but I don't see why it would be a level 5 in anything. But as you can see, here's his Arms Micron, and it shows him holding it. You know, there's your product shot with him holding a bunch of different Microns, and you know that you know, it shows him with his what comes here: Cliffjumper, his Arms Micron, and the sticker sheet. You look on here, and it shows Cliffjumper, him half transformed, and then that. It shows off his tech specs. Again, camera focus. We had a problem with this last time. Oh, well, it's not going to show up very well. But he has a strength of 4, an intelligence of 3, speed of 8, endurance of 4, a rank of 2, a courage of 8, a fire blast of 8, and a skill of 5. So that's traditionally not going to be Cliffjumper because of the strength of only 4. But obviously this is the Terrorcon version when he's already dead. So obviously you're going to give him a low intelligence and a low strength and a low endurance because he's dead. You know, you just got to kill him again essentially. So, yep, and then obviously you can see the little tiny Pac-Man crying there, you know, and a bunch of other stuff I can't read. So, here is Cliffjumper. I have put all the stickers on it that you're supposed to, and then it does come with 2 Decepticon logos that, you know, are just freebie stickers, you know, ones that you can put on if you want. I just figured it's best to have Cliffjumper have some faction symbol than not one at all. And if they consider him a Decepticon, then I might as well put a Decepticon logo on there. So I just stuck one on here. I might end up putting one on robot mode, but it's just like one of the only places you'd want to put one in robot mode would either be the arms, which it would, you know, you really don't have a spot, or on his chest, and then you would have a Decepticon logo here in vehicle mode and one here. Or here, you know, so I'm not going to do that. I just might keep that one there. So here he is. He's obviously he's clear purple or translucent purple plastic. He has the 3 Arms Micron ports added on to his Hasbro use of the mold. Other than that, it's completely, you know, the same. Obviously, the new head that is also on the Hasbro Terrorcon Cliffjumper and the San Diego Comic-Con Cliffjumper Terrorcon Cliffjumper. So yeah, so obviously he does, oops, let's go down here, he does roll very well, you know. He's got some nice stickers here. You added the, you know, the lights, you added, when I first got, obviously when you first get this, before you put all the black stickers on here, it was just completely clear translucent windows, and now they're solid black stickers. So but yeah, so to transform him, it's the exact same, but I figure since this is such a cool figure, I might as well not skip the transformation. Well, and do it off screen. But so what you want to do is you just want to rotate these, flip out the legs down and around. Oops, that sticker's coming off. Well, it was. There we go. This one sticker here, the waist piece sticker, just does not like to stay on very well, but oh well. Do that. Then you want to take these little window pieces here, put them down, the little window pieces, fold out the feet, and close them up. They lock in place. Then you want to take this, just kind of fold that out. You want to flip out the waist piece, cock this back a little bit and rotate it 180 degrees. You just want to fold that up against his back there. You know, get his legs nice and standing there. And you want to come up here and pop the arms out, fold the pieces up here, then pull his arms out, rotate them down and around, like so. Rotate them down and around like so. Then you want to get that nice and even, open up his chest, and flip the waist piece up in there. Then you want to come back here, pull the head out. Then you want to come under here, fold in these little pieces here. Then there's a peg here and a slot there. Just want to peg it into place and get him standing. And there you have Transformers Arms Micron number 8 Terrorcon Cliffjumper in his robot mode. So here's Cliffjumper. Like I said, there's only one sticker on Cliffjumper so far that wants to continuously come off, and it is the one that needs to be really maneuvered in a bunch of different, and up and down in different directions, and it is his waist one. It's actually not even on, it's on completely, but it's not really on straight, so after this review I may tinker with it, but, or I might just wait till it decides to peel itself off, pretty much. But it's still a very sticky sticker, it's just the plastic doesn't, this really soft, well, really smooth plastic doesn't really support the stickers extremely well. But as you can see, here he is in his robot mode. You know, he's got the you know, the damaged face. You know, got some black stickers. Other than the waist piece, the waist piece and the Decepticon symbol, every single sticker on Cliffjumper is black. Here in robot mode, he's got black pieces, black stickers here and here, black stickers here and here, and obviously the same ones on this arm, and then obviously the ones from vehicle mode, and then he's got the silver waist sticker, which I understand considering he's supposed to be dead. So, and you can obviously plug his Arms Micron into his hand. It's a tight fit, I'll give it that. There we go. And obviously you can just have him hold it like this if you want to fold his arm out, but I actually do like to kind of keep it like this, his arm like this. So, obviously, what would a first edition Cliffjumper mold review be without comparisons with the other uses? So here he is with the original Hasbro version of first edition Cliffjumper, all repro labeled up, obviously. And as you can see, obviously, alive, dead. Hasbro Takara, you know, red, purple. Don't see how. I understand he was infused with Arc Energon, but he didn't become completely purple. So, but it's still a very awesome looking figure. Yep, and here he is with his Hasbro main release counterpart in the Hasbro Terrorcon Cliffjumper. And as you can see, obviously Hasbro took they have the same head, but this honestly looks a little more accurate to what Terrorcon, you know, what kind of, the fact it was a, you know, his Terrorcon form, his Dark Energon infused form, because he was still red, obviously, because he's still Cliffjumper. It's just he was very dead, you know. He had the tears in his body armor, you know, in his armor, and he had, you know, the purple coming out of him. He just wasn't completely purple. This is what I like to call the 3 stages of Cliffjumper. Alive but infused with Dark Energon, just flat out dead. He's ghost. He's gone. So, that's my 3 stages of Cliffjumper. You know, if I wanted to be extremely accurate, I could have the original first edition mold be the Cliffjumper be the only one with legs, because he did get his legs chopped off. So, but yeah, so articulation-wise is obviously the same. Really, most of the time, if it's not in clear translucent plastic, it's in a brown plastic, similar to the brown plastic that is on first edition Optimus, the Voyager. But it's got the ball-jointed shoulders. You know, can rotate at the bicep, got 2 points of articulation at the elbow, and obviously can rotate at the wrist. He does have his arm cannons, which are surprisingly molded in black, which I don't mind that. You know, I just figured if it would be that brownish color. Now, the only thing that I worry about this figure is the fact that because of the type of plastic they had to use to get the clear translucent, you know, look to it, they had to give up a little bit on the tightness of the joints. Like, you know, the joints this is probably the loosest joints I've gotten on any first edition Cliffjumper, and this is my third use of the mold. Terrorcon Cliffjumper and the original Cliffjumper had tighter joints, but oh well, he still stands perfectly. He's still a really good figure. You know, it's just the joints are a little loose, but obviously back to the articulation. He's got ball jointed legs, can rotate, has the knee joint there, and has ball jointed feet, and he can rotate 360 degrees at a ball jointed head. So overall, I just got this in a trade with the same guy that I traded with on TFW to get me my Prime Ultra Magnus. Thank you again, Ninjaslacker. So I didn't have to pay for this, but I've seen him on stores like Big Bad Toy Store for like $55, I believe. And then I've seen him on eBay for like $30, but I think they're from like the Philippines or something. So it's just like, you know, you have to pick and choose whether you want to get this guy or not, because he can run you up in a little bit of price, upwards of maybe $50. But obviously, this only cost me, you know, a couple Transformers in a trade. You know, which I'm not saying only because I didn't want to give them up. It's just this guy's worth it. You know, very nice figure. I honestly, I want to get every use of this mold that comes out, because this is one of the best Transformer molds I have gotten in a long time. Now, we've gotten in a long time. No kibble, no standing problems. It's absolutely perfect. It's not the most accurate, but it is still one of my favorite molds out there from the past couple of years. So overall, gotta get this figure if you can get him for a good price, or even in a trade like I did. So you guys have it, Transformers Prime, Arms Micron number 8, the Terrorcon Cliffjumper.